So hey guys, it's Zion again. Look at this, we're finally home, back on Battlefield 3. And I want to talk briefly about the gameplay to start, and then I want to talk about Battlefield 4 a little bit, and finally the Xbox One versus PS4 debate. I will bring in PC because that's what I play on primarily, and that's what I'm playing on here, but I want to touch on that a little later. First though, I want to talk about this game. You'll notice that I removed the first MCOM set from the Grand Bazaar Rush, simply because the strategy for the first MCOM on Grand Bazaar is throw bodies at B. That's it. A is pretty much a shoo-in if you can get the team up there pretty quickly. B, on the other hand, becomes a mess of explosives and people camping in corners and blah 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 blah. Eventually it comes down to which team can whittle down the other's numbers first. And in our case, we had a few more tickets because this is an increased ticket server, but we ended up getting through, establishing a point, and then we went in and we got the first MCOM, which opened the gates for the rest of the game. But as you'll see, I actually do a lot of the actual MCOM arming, and I think I get 3 or 4 of the maximum 8 MCOMs on this base. But I could not have done it without the help of someone I was not communicating with, the Abrams driver, the tank driver. I think he's the one who goes 41-7 in the kill feed at the end of the game. And during the actual game itself, I wasn't feeling as though I was being helped too much by my teammates. Yeah, they were clearing places, but I didn't sense anyone getting a whole metric crap ton of kills. I thought it was a whole bunch of the team getting a few kills, which eventually allowed me to go in and get things done. But I saw at the end that the tank driver, he went absolutely crazy. And you'll see that his tank was actually more a mobile form of cover than it was any sort of battle tank. Now, which is not to say he didn't get a lot of kills, because he did. But his main purpose, at least from my perspective, was to act as an unbreachable wall that I could use to basically get to where I needed to go, which in this case was the MCOM stations. And one of the beautiful things about Pub BF3 when you're not with the team is having that innate sense in yourself and in your teammates that everyone's just sort of understands their role. That by the second or third set of MCOMs, everyone has pretty much defined themselves as, okay, for me, I'm the guy who goes in and arms it. For the tank driver, he is cover and he is cover fire. For some of the teammates, they are slayers, they're holding back, they're holding positions, acting as anchor points, as spawn points, allowing us to get into the base and get the MCOMs armed. All these things that are important for a successful rush game. And speaking of success, I really hope that DICE has something new in store for us objective-wise when it comes to Battlefield 4. Rush and Conquest are great. Squad Rush is good for competitive. TDM is good for when you want to warm up, when you just need some time to gather your thoughts, or when you don't have time for a full 25-minute rush game. But I really hope that they have something in store for us that's new, that's different, and that's interesting. I'll give the new Infinity Ward credit when they made Modern Warfare 3. Kill Confirmed was a very interesting and, in my opinion, needed take on the team deathmatch mode. It was never the most popular, it is still not the most popular game mode, TDM still holds that crown. But it gave the game just enough of a twist in my eyes that it was interesting, and it was a good game mode to play if you just needed some quick games. I hope that I don't think that DICE has something similar to Kill Confirmed in mind. They're not going to follow the new Infinity Ward. They're not going to follow Call of Duty at all, I don't think. They're going to have something completely different, but I hope that it's actually worthwhile. And lastly, I want to talk about the console debate that we're having right now with the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. I didn't want to devote a full video to it because I don't think it needs one. Because my answer is simple. If I buy a next generation console with the money I may make in the future, it will probably be a PlayStation 4. The main reason is the exclusives for Xbox One don't interest me, and the games that would be on Xbox One and PS4 are probably coming to the PC as well. For example, Splinter Cell, Blacklist. I'm getting that for PC. Watch Dogs, getting it for PC. If I buy Assassin's Creed 4, I'm getting it for PC. I cannot, however, buy Infamous Second Son for PC. I can buy Final Fantasy Versus 13/15 for Xbox One. I don't want to. I want to go back to those days when Sony had the Final Fantasy series in their hand, and that's all the console it was on. I'm a PS1 fanboy. If you're going to apply anything to me, And I want to see Sony succeed again the way they've succeeded in the past. And while I could buy an Xbox One to play Titanfall and to play Call of Duty, because, you know, my friends might probably be getting an Xbox One, and I could buy an Xbox One to play Battlefield 4 with Puppy and Aardvark and some of the company guys, there's an investment factor that I've already made in my PC to not make it future-proof, because a 660 Ti and a 2-year-old processor are not future-proof. But it's something that I can constantly upgrade, and I won't be shackled by anything. And I am a PC gamer at heart, if only because I suck on the sticks. So yes, the answer to my console war is the PlayStation 4, for no other reason than that the games I want to play that I can't play anywhere else are on it. Now that the DRM thing's been settled, and we have the fact that the Xbox One is essentially going to be an Xbox 360 with better hardware, yeah, I might have an incentive somewhere longer down the line to eventually get one, if there is a game that really matters to me. And one of the arguments I would constantly hear is that is essentially equating the Xbox One with Microsoft's policies, which it is not. I think the Xbox One is a great piece of hardware. It has some really interesting ideas. It was just Microsoft's policies I didn't agree with, and that, to some extent, I still don't. But all told, PlayStation 4 from the get-go has pleased me more than Xbox One, has more games that I want to play, and that I'm willing to give my money to Sony for. But the main thing I think people forget, and especially forgot with the current debate, is that we don't buy the Xbox One or the PS4 for any reason other than we want to play the games coming out for that system. So while I might be getting a PS4, and you might be getting an Xbox One, and I'm gonna still stay on PC, and you might still stay on PC, I think that the whole debate is silly, and that we should just play the games we want to play, because games are awesome. Let's have fun playing them.